Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to DIY YI. Yeah? The quiz where we delve reasonably deeply into the DIY superstore. Yeah? Let's introduce it properly this way. I hope that's got you all in the mood, like. Round one, ladies and gentlemen, is called Pop, Tape, Peanuts, Hammer, Spirit Level, give me just a little more time. As you can see, it's a tape measure, a hammer, and a spirit level. And what I'm going to be doing is asking you to put these in price order.
Ooh.
From the most expensive to the least expensive.
Right.
Too fucking right. But first off, let's take a closer look at them. The tape measure, making sure that distances never vary in your life. From cradle to coffin, they'll measure you. The hammer on Mr. Reliable, as I call him, whether it's murder or panel beating. It won't let you down. And the spirit level, generally considered the jauntiest of all the DIY tools. As illustrated here with this one, at a 17-degree angle, exactly the angle a wolf employs when it yawns. That's the items. So, Kerry, what have you written down?
I've written spirit level hammer tape measure.
Nice. Tanya?
I went spirit level tape measure hammer.
OK.
Richard?
Hammer, spirit level, tape measure. But only that hammer looks excellent.
OK. Let's find out as I reveal the prices of our items. The tape measure. £11.27.
That's more than I
It's
thought.
a good
That's pretty steep.
It's a good one.
Mr. Reliable hammer.
29. It looked like an executive hammer.
It's just a hammer.
Exactly.
Oh, come on.
No, that's not just a hammer, that's a way of life. Look at it.
Look at it. It's got a yellow handle. The top's flatter than normal.
Spirit level. Here we go. £14.80.
Yeah. That's right.
No!
So that's a point for you, Richard.
I'm delighted. I'm so happy.
Wow.
So let's have round two, which I'm calling Pop, Stepladder, Peanuts, Hose Pipe, Emulsion Paint, give me just a little more time. And what I'm going to be doing is asking you to put these in order of weight. From the heaviest to the lightest.
OK.
So,
Very good.
Let's have a quick walk around this round's items. It's a Hobbit stepladder. But what's he trying to reach? Could it be the feta cheese or a magic piccolo? The hose pipe, taking water various distances from a fixed point. This one's especially for the two-tap household. You can't help but laugh. Yes, it's water-soluble emulsion paint.
Right.
You can apply it with a sponge, a brush, or a roller, but never attempt to use it to colour your hat. There's the items.
Oh, man.
What are you thinking?
It really depends on the material of that stepladder, because they can be alarmingly light.
They can be
Yes.
incredibly light, yes.
It looks like a light one, doesn't it?
It does look light.
So, Kerry, what have you got?
I've gone paint, hose, step ladder.
Tanya?
I've gone hose paint step ladder.
Richard?
This is edge of seat stuff. Paint, hose, ladder.
Yes.
That's what I've gone for.
Yes.
So let's have a look. A lot depends on this, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's all hanging on that.
Yeah.
3.65 kilograms.
Oh, that's
Okay.
heavier than I thought.
2.1. 3.27.
Yes.
I knew there was a trick in there somewhere. I didn't know it was the ladder.
So the answer was step ladder, emulsion, hose pipe. Did any of you get it right?
No.
You didn't?
I mean, if you turn mine upside down, I did.
Let's have a bonus round.
OK.
You've been staring at these plinths, right, that I've been displaying the items on. But could you tell me, what is the name of the paint colour? OK, it could be Suede Whisper. It could be Nana's Pearls. It could be London White. Write your answers down for a bonus point. It's just for a bonus point, it's just a bit of daft fun, because
Yeah.
none of you got the last one,
OK.
you know? What have you written down, Kerry?
London White.
London White.
I want it to be Nana's Pearls, but I don't believe in that.
Tanya?
I've gone for Nana's Pearls.
Richard?
I started with London White and I thought it's too conventional. So I went for Suede Whisper.
Tanya?
Oh.
Nana's Pearls it is.
Oh, well done. I just didn't believe.
That's a point to Tanya. OK, the next round is called Pop, Washer, Peanuts, Hedge Trimmer, Hoover, give me just a little more of time. Let me walk you through the items. It's the hedge trimmer. You can shape, trim, or destroy your hedge in a matter of minutes. Beautiful item. The pressure washer. You'll all be familiar with the trip hazard that is a slimy area of decking. Get rid of it with this fella. Decking can be as slippy as an eel's handbag.
It's true.
The old reliable Hoover, yeah? This one is the Enigma and runs in at 900 watts. That's pretty powerful. Not something to be taken lightly as you move from room to room. Make sure you've got adjustable brush height. That way you won't get discontinence as you move between rooms. 3 beautiful items. And what I'd like you to do, please, is to tell me which has the longest flex or cord. And list them from the longest to the shortest.
Longest to the shortest, OK.
Hedge trimmer, pressure washer, Hoover. OK, do you know what? I'm going to up the stakes on this one. This is worth double points.
I'll stop it, Bob.
OK, no, I'm going to do it,
No.
because it's tricky.
It's really tricky.
Yeah. What's your answer, Kerry?
Hedge trimmer, washy thing, Hoover.
Tanya?
Trimmer, Hoover, washer. It's a pattern.
Richard?
Hedge trimmer, pressure washer, Hoover.
Let's find out. And this
of
is a
flex.
blue flex,
Lovely flex.
which is rather unusual.
Love a
Gives
big
a
flex.
Mediterranean feel to the environs of your hedge. Here's the pressure washer.
Oh, that's too short.
Oh, come on, Tan!
Here's the Hoover. Here we go.
OK. I'm not entirely comfortable with this, Bob. Oh.
There you go. There you go. So, the longest was the hedge trimmer, followed by the Hoover, and coming up in final place was the pressure washer.
Wow, well done.
And it's double points, so that's 2 points to Tanya.
Come on!
Looks so good.
OK, it's now closing time at the Superstore, which means my round is over. Kerry got 0 points. Richard got 1 point. And Tanya has 3 points. Well done, Tanya.
Now, before I start my round, I do have an embarrassing admission to make. It took me 7 attempts to pass my driving test. Test number 2, drove over a roundabout. Test number 5, you know, you've got to do like a little manoeuvre.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
turn around a corner backwards.
Yes.
I was doing that one, reverse around a corner, and the woman just said, Maisie, can you stop the car, please? I said, yes, of course, why? She said, you've hit a pram. A lot of people ask me, Maisie, what's your favourite part of the driving test? And I tell them every time, the hazard perception test. So, what you're about to see is some of the most nerve-shredding, adrenaline-pumping, and above all, actually quite good stunt driving around a perilous, hazard-ridden racetrack. Just like in the real hazard perception test, all you need to do is watch incredibly carefully as I'll be asking you 5 questions about what you've just seen. So, eyes on the road. Mirror, signal, roll VT.
You okay?
I'm fine.
You okay?
I'm so sorry. Have I ruined a camera? The track was several kilometres long, but I ended up in the field. OK, here's your first question.
Okay.
I hope you were paying attention to all the hazards.
I was not.
Question 1. Throughout that lap, there were 3 things hanging from the mirror. Can you name 2 of them?
If I put 3, do I get any extra?
No, Richard, you will still get just 2 points. In fact, if you've put 3 and one of them is wrong, no points.
What?
Yeah.
Where did that come in?
Well,
that sounds
I just
punitive.
made it up now.
You literally made that up.
Yeah.
It's that kind of vindictiveness that probably meant they failed you.
OK, let's have a look. Nish, what have you got?
Well, what I've gone for is I've gone for dice and a brown leaf.
Rosie?
I've gone for the dice and the dream catcher.
Dreamcatcher. Richard, what 3 did you write down?
OK, black furry dice.
Black
I see just dice, which to me, it's like, that's not acceptable. I'd actually say it was a wind chime.
Wind chime?
In a certain way. It was certainly ill-conceived. And some kind of fruit freshener. Looked like a fruit freshener.
OK. Let's have a look, shall we?
Brown leaf.
That's a dream cat.
Dreamcatcher and dice. Rosie, you've definitely got a point. Nish and Richard, it's not a fruit freshener and it's not a brown leaf. It's actually a coconut-smelling air freshener.
This quiz is a crock of shit.
What the...
This is, and I hate to bring it up so early, pure racism.
Yes. Thank you, Nish.
Points to Rosie! Question 2.
Yes.
There was a road sign someone had sprayed some very naughty graffiti on, but what type of sign was it? There were 2 words on the sign. That's a clue. Right, let's see your answers. Nish?
I've gone for road closed. And in brackets, I've written, Nish is cool.
Oh, that's cool of you to write. Rosie?
I think it was road works ahead.
Richard, what have you gone for?
I put Nish Kumar as a loser.
What?
Yes.
Right. That's
OK.
what the sign was.
Right.
The graffiti was actually returning the sign to what it was originally said.
Well, let's take a look.
OK.
It was road closed.
Yes.
Points to Nish.
Points to Nish.
Question 3. Now, if you were paying extra close attention, you might have noticed I drove through some boxes. According to the label, what was in the boxes. I think driving through those boxes was one of the most fun things I've ever done in my life.
Was it as fun as it looked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that should be in the driving test. Nish, what have you gone for?
I've actually gone for cheaper question team rounds.
Rosie, what have you gone for?
I thought you drove through Nix's Hope Centre.
I mean, we all do that on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
Richard, what did you go for?
I wrote Nish Kumar's boxes are cool.
Well, one of you is right, but who could it be? Let's have a look.
OK.
It's Nish Kumar!
I still can't read it. Yeah, all I found out is I need an eye test. That's all I found out.
Question 4. Remember the market seller?
Yeah.
Can you name one of the fruits or vegetables that they were selling? All got an answer?
Yes.
Rosie, what have you gone for?
I put oranges, which everyone knows is a sexy fruit.
Why is an orange a sexy fruit?
Oh.
OK. Nish?
I've written oranges, then I wrote a message to Richard and I tried to write suck it Iowardi on there. Unfortunately, the pen got away from me and now I've written suck it Axe Daddy.
Wow. Who's that to? Van Halen?
Axe Daddy, what did you go for?
Oranges are the only fruit.
Oh.
Yes, thank you. Represent. Represent.
You've all gone for oranges.
Thank you.
Let's see if you're right. Oranges were there!
Thank you.
You could have had grapefruit, oranges, cucumbers, peppers, lemons or limes.
God, wow.
Yes.
Big budget day.
Right. That's the end of my hazard perception test. Richard scored 1, Rosie scored 2 and Nish scored 3.
Lost Voice Guy, thank you for coming. When you agreed to represent me on this not strictly national stage, I asked if you could put together a quiz about persons of note, or to use the street term, celebrities. What have you brought for us?
Well, I thought to myself, why should I spend so much time putting together a quiz when I can pay some celebrities to do it for me? That's right, Richard. I've outsourced your outsourced round. It's the quiz show pyramid scheme. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to my quiz co-hosts Coolio, Carol Baskin, and Lambit O'Pick.
What's up? I'm Coolio with the flow, better known as your friendly neighborhood Coolio.
Hi, Lost Voice Guy. It's Carol Baskin from Big Cat Rescue.
Hi, Lost Voice Guy. It's me, Lambit O'Pick.
I set each of my co-hosts the challenge to list as many things as they could in a given category in 30 seconds. We've got Coolio naming ball sports, Carol Baskin naming breeds of dog, and Lambit O'Pick naming curries.
That makes sense.
All you have to do is pick one celebrity and list 5 things you think they said. For everyone you match, you'll get a point. Johnny, please can you choose a celebrity?
Right, OK, I'm gonna go with ball sports.
You've chosen Coolio. What are the 5 ball sports you are hoping he will say?
I'd say American football.
Yep.
Definitely rugby, basketball, cricket and tennis.
OK, let's take a look at Coolio's balls. Sports. Sorry, my iPad stopped working for a moment there.
Want me to list as many ball sports as I can in 30 seconds? I can do that in about 3, 2, 1. Baseball, basketball, football, soccer, foosball, tetherball, tennis, racquetball, handball, kickball, dodgeball, softball, bowling, tetherball, water polo, pool, rugby, cricket, football, croquet, volleyball, these nuts, and hood ball, and paper ball. Yo, I'm Coolio with the flow, and these are my balls.
Congratulations. You scored the maximum 5 points.
I'm very pleased he mentioned water polo.
Sorry, lost voice guy. Can you just put it in there that I was a good kid and that my history teacher was a wanker? Please, I want some closure.
Johnny's history teacher is a complete wanker. That's 50 quid. Sophie, which celebrity are you going to pick?
Can I have Carol Baskin, please?
How confident are you that the big cat rescuer and star of Tiger King will have any chance at naming dogs?
I think it's harder because I think they've got different dogs in America.
What are the 5 breeds of dog you are hoping she will say?
Labrador, Saint Bernard, Dalmatian. I think she might say Alsatian, but German Shepherd would be more correct. And I think she will say...
Labradoodle?
Great Dane.
OK, let's hear Carol's canines.
I understand that you want me to name as many dog breeds as I can. I don't think they knew who I am over there. Here goes. German Shepherd, Australian Shepherd.
Oh, come on.
Rottweiler, Doberman, Golden Retriever, Irish Setter, Irish Wolfhound.
Oh, come on, Carol.
Chihuahua, Poodle, what are those little Cocker Spaniel?
Oh, boy.
Dogs.
This is brutal.
Do wolves count? Coyotes, foxes, those I know.
Also, I was going to say that I should get Golden Retriever because it's a kind of Labrador, but I'm Carol.
You could have done better. You scored just 1 point.
OK, just 1 point.
I'm very excited about this next round.
Rachel,
Yes,
that means you are left with Lambito Pick.
I'm pleased. It's what I would have wanted.
And I imagine he knows his curries because I used to live near him,
Right.
and it's an excellent curry area.
OK.
What are the 5 curries you are hoping he will say?
I think he'll say tikka masala, vindaloo, dansak,
Oh.
korma,
Yes.
and madras.
I wonder whether he's going to say about 30 curries in 30 seconds. I've never been so interested in what Lembit Obit might be about to say. This is the most interested I've ever been.
Right, let's see what Lambit said.
OK, I hear you want me to list as many curries as I can in 30 seconds, so here goes. Madras, Fal, Vindaloo, Biryani, Do Piazza, I think that's a curry. Thai green, does that count? Korma, Pasanda.
Of course.
It gets really difficult after that. Tikka masala, tandoori, jalfrezi.
Nice.
I think that's all I can do in 30 seconds. Good luck, goodbye.
That was good.
Well done. You scored 4 points. Thanks for playing, everyone. You've all done really well, and even if you haven't, I can't exactly change what I say at this point.
Thanks, Richard. I'm a people person. I love people. I love meeting them, greeting them, and treating them right. So long as it's on my term. You can't just come up to me in public and expect us to be pals, OK? Now, there might be people watching this going, that's weird. I went up to James once in the street. He was quite nice. Well, know this. Inside, I was screaming. So, as I said, I'm a people person, and today's round is all about people. Who are they? What are they like? What do they want this time? In this round, I'm going to introduce you to 3 people and ask you to get to know them. The more you determine who they really are, the more points you'll win. Please welcome Ash, Barbara and Christopher. You all right?
Yeah.
All good. Great people.
I'll ask you 5 questions about these 3 people. All you have to do is choose one person from the lineup for each question. It couldn't be simpler. Question 1.
Yes.
Who is the tallest? On your tablets, please write Ash, Barbara or Christopher. And, if you like, you can ask them questions. Yes, Richard?
Do any of you have back problems?
No.
No?
Yes.
This guy does.
Christopher does?
Yes.
Ash does. Ash and
Okay.
Christopher have back problems. Barbara does not.
Do you lie about your height on dating apps?
Ash?
No.
Barbara?
What's a dating app?
Christopher?
No, there's one thing I don't lie about is my height. Something else I might lie about, but...
So we know Christopher's a liar for later on in the game.
OK.
Yeah.
Everyone write down your answers. Whoever you think is the tallest out of A, B and C.
OK.
Kima, what's your answer?
I went Christopher. I just don't trust it.
Don't trust Christopher. Olga?
I went with Barbara. I went ambitious on the B, so I had to shorten it. I'm sorry.
And Richard?
I went C, but I fear that Barbara may do Pilates, and that's why she doesn't have back problems.
I'm going to reveal the true heights right now. Let's do this. Christopher! Ash is the tallest. No one gets any points. No points. Question 2. Who has got the most battery left on their phone? Out of these 3. And before you answer, would you like to ask them any questions? Yes.
Have any of you used your phones today to navigate?
Yes.
Ash?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes, I got lost.
Oh.
3 people, 3 of them have navigated, and 1 of them was lost.
OK. How long were you lost for?
About 2 days.
2 days. OK.
Right, I'll say this. In rehearsal, Chris wasn't as much of a joker.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
I feel if he was, production would have had a word with him. I've nipped this behaviour in the bud.
I mean, Chris is absolutely destroying this.
But I think...
He's crushing.
We need 1 wild card.
OK.
Olga, any questions?
What kind of phones do you have?
Ash.
iPhone.
iPhone. Bob. iPhone. Christopher. Oh, here we go. Doctor Who TARDIS.
Nokia 3210.
Yeah,
Hard to know if that's a lie or not, actually. Maybe he's telling the truth.
So tough.
Where do you keep your phones?
Ash.
In my pocket.
Nice.
Barbara.
Bag.
Bag. Here we go.
Plugged into the wall.
Plugged into the wall.
Plugged into the
At
wall.
all times.
How did he get lost for 2 days?
Yeah.
It's really chopping and changing.
The Nokia doesn't have a navigation feature.
Oh, my God! How does that feel, you lying bastard?
This is the best episode of Line of Duty ever.
Write down your answers. Let's see what happens. A, B or C, who's got the most battery left on their phone? Kima, who have you put?
I chose Ash because no one chose him in the first round, and I feel bad about that, so I put a heart as well, because I don't care if I'm wrong. I love you.
Olga?
I've also chosen Ash because you give me, like, a responsible dad energy.
I've gone for C.
You're on for Christopher?
Yeah, I don't think he owns a phone.
Let's see. We'll reveal how much battery you've got now. Hold out your phone. We've got...
76%.
76% over
That's
here.
a lot of bat.
Oh.
65%.
Oof.
So, oh, here we go.
Think
Oh,
you're doing pretty
and look who's not got a Nokia 3310. Chris has got 84%.
Yes.
He's got the most.
That's right.
Richard gets the point.
That's right. That's right. Christopher switched that on a week ago. There's not been a message since.
So we've learned a lot about them now. We know that one of them is unreliable.
Yep.
So let's go into this third question. Here we go. Who, out of these people, has got the most friends?
What? How are we measuring this? Honor system?
Could any of you tell me what you feel a friend is?
Someone you'd invite to your birthday or a wedding.
Birthday or a wedding for Ash?
Okay.
Barbara?
A true friend.
Someone you trust and rely on.
Christopher?
Someone that you can call any time of the day or night.
OK, that's no one.
OK.
So,
Where would you host a birthday dinner?
Ash?
In my garden.
Barbara?
A restaurant.
Christopher?
Hot tub.
In a hot tub. If you'll write down your answers,
OK.
we'll see who you think has the most friends. Always tense.
How many friends do you have?
Good question. Nish?
Yeah? That's a long pause.
Yep.
Well, you got me beat.
Yeah. Kima, who have you gone for?
I've gone for Barb's.
Olga?
Also Babs.
Yeah.
100%.
Richard?
I've gone for Ash because I feel that his parameters were so wide of someone you'd invite to a wedding. It's got to be Ash. I mean, that's...
Who was it originally? Who got crossed out there?
Well, obviously, in real life, it's Barbara.
It's Barbara. OK, we're going to reveal how many friends each of them got. We're going to go down the line. Ash.
353.
353 true friends.
I knew he was delusional.
Barbara.
30.
Christopher?
Well, I'm not messing about this time. 7.
7.
That's right. And I believe that, Christopher. OK? I have like 4 friends, and I'm not even sure about one of them.
Point to Richard, because Ash has
you.
the most friends.
A
Congratulations.
lot of friends.
353.
That's a lot.
Now, at this point, like an M. Night Shyamalan movie, a Piggy's Tale, or a 1950s dance competition, there's one hell of a twist! Before the show, I snuck into Richard's dressing room when he was in makeup, and I took a little something. That's just what happens when you book the bad boy of comedy. So, Richard, if you get this next one wrong, the person that you chose will be taking that thing, your possession, home with them.
You know what you're about to do is not right.
Question is, what did I take? Here it is, baby. How do you like this?
That's not right.
Recognise it?
No, I've never seen my mode of transport before.
Look at that.
Yes, that's where I put my keys in. It's a very... I've got lots of keys, more keys than friends.
All your keys are in there?
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was glasses.
The one time you want to have your glasses off is when other vehicles are coming towards you. Don't need these anymore. I'm on the road.
Well, listen, you're clear on the rules, right? The stakes have been raised, so...
A crime's been raised.
So, if you get it wrong, Richard, the person you chose takes the bike home. That's it. Question 4. Who has the biggest garden? Bearing in mind, one of them said he has a birthday in his garden and he has 353 friends.
I was onto that as well, Columbo. Where do you live?
Enfield.
Barbara, where do you live?
Buckinghamshire.
Oy, you can get some big gardens in Buckinghamshire. Christopher?
Norfolk.
Oh, mate.
Everything's fallen into place.
I can't get home without this bike.
Nor do you deserve to if you get the question wrong. Here we go. Kima.
I chose Christopher, and I put a little threat under there. Say, Christopher, you better be truthing and not lying.
I'm exactly the same. Chris, I think it's you.
Richard.
I was tempted to go A because of the party situation, but I've crossed A out at the last minute and gone C. I mean, unless you've got a big garden in Norfolk, what's going on?
Ash, how big's your garden?
720 square feet.
720 square feet. Artificial grass.
That's quite a lot.
Barbara.
2,400 square feet.
That's deep.
Christopher. If your garden is any smaller than Barbara's, you're going to walk home with this, Christopher. How big's your garden?
Roughly 540 square foot.
Ooh, saucy.
That means, Barbara, you have the biggest garden, none of you get any points, and Christopher wins Richard's bicycle. Christmas, Christopher!
I'm so angry.
Huh? Right, you know who's the tallest. You know who's got the most battery life. You know who's got the most friends and who has the biggest garden. But it's time for the big finale. Pull everything you know about them and tell me this. Question 5. Which one of these people can get me a Kit Kat the fastest?
Well, now it's Christopher.
In a moment, I'm sending Ash, Barbara and Christopher on a mission to find me a tasty Kit Kat from the surrounding area. And I want the proper 4-fingered kind, please. But who do you think will return to me first, candy in hand?
Christopher, do you know how to ride a bike?
Not this particular type. It's quite old-fashioned. I'm not sure.
It works very similarly to other bicycles. In many ways, I'd say, once you've ridden one, you've ridden them all.
Well, that's all right, our answers down now. See who comes out on top. Kima, tell me, who's bringing the chocolate back first?
I chose Ash. And I put an F and an L in front of it because he's so fast. Flash!
Woo!
Olga.
I also said Ash. You're good at making friends. I believe in you. Let's see it in action.
Richard?
I've put C because he's got a bike. He's got my bike. But He's got my frickin' bike.
OK. Are you ready, Ash, Barbara and Christopher?
Yes, we are.
OK. Put on your marks, get set, go! Well, we'll find out later in the show who gets the Kit Kat first. But there may be some time, because before this show started, I bought every Kit Kat within a mile radius of the studio. I've got them all here. So, the scores at the moment are 0 points to Kima Bob, 0 points to Olga, and 2 points to Richard.
Okay, for my round, I decided to seize control and form a dictatorship. Welcome to Daddy's Dad.
Oh, my.
Things have really escalated in part 2.
Now, I'm doing all the things a dictator should do. I'm taking advice from nobody. And I've rounded up all of the gays. But that's mainly for sexy reasons. I've also got my very own news network, Daddy News. Right, for my round, you're going to present today's edition of Good Morning Daddy. Please make your way to the studio. Now!
Okay.
Right, here's how it works. You have to read whatever, and I mean whatever, is on the auto cue. There are some words missing, and you gotta fill in the blanks. Get it right, and you'll hear this sound. But if you fill in the blank with a wrong word, you'll hear this sound. And you'll lose a point. Right, let's go.
Good morning, you sexy... Oh, I don't like that. Citizens of Daddystan. This is Good Morning Daddy with me, Richard Ayoade, a nasal geography teacher who got lucky. I didn't get lucky. I could have been a geography teacher.
And me, Maisie Adam, a woman who lost a bet with a hairdresser.
Hail Rosie.
Hail Rosie. The headlines this morning. Work continues on making all pavements across Daddistan uneven so that everyone walks a bit wonky, like our supreme leader, the Great Wobbly One.
The marriage of Rosie Jones to Hunger Games and American Hustle actress Felicity Kendall really is considered a triumph.
And our very own Nish Kumar is to be anointed with the title World's Worst Person in a ceremony to be staged in Scotland's capital city, which is Edinburgh. Nish will be chased through the streets by the only horse to win the Grand National 3 times, whose name is Neville.
We move to our top story. It was a glorious day in Daddistan yesterday as Rosie Jones returned from a diplomatic trip to North Korea's capital, which is called Preston. Upon landing, she was told she had been elected Supreme Leader for a 4th consecutive time with 110% of the votes. Our dear leader wasted no time giving fresh cabinet positions to the following well-known faces about to appear on this screen. I hope they're from 60s New Wave films. The new Minister for Sport is this man.
Come on.
Come on!
I don't know who that man is. The Minister for Animal Welfare is Shane Warne. The Minister for Intimacy is me, Richard Ayoade. That's right, I'm a real people person. If you ever see me in the street, please come and talk to me. This is not to shake my hand. Do not do that. Hold me in your warm embrace. Do not do that. That's assault. I love it when people do that. I don't. It's actually battery. It's not assault. Assault is the fear of being touched. Battery is actually being touched. The Minister for Freakin' Sweet Stuff, Davina McCall, has revealed plans for Daddistan's long-awaited theme park, Jonestown. McCall promises Jonestown. You know there's a massacre in Jonestown. Jonestown will be several times the size of Walt Disney World, which is situated in the state of Florida. A small number of homes in the low thousands have been levelled to make way for its star attraction, a log flume. The ride itself shares a name with the 1984 Tom Hanks and Daryl Hannah movie Splash. Thank you.
Now for news of Rosie's latest sanctions and decrees. Let's go to Nish Kumar, who today comes live from the presidential palace.
Konnichiwa, bitches. Rosie is broadening her national language diversity programme and continuing to arbitrarily replace English words with non-English words. Going forward, instead of tomorrow, we will use the Spanish word, which is mañana. Thank you will be replaced with the Japanese word... oh no! In other news, the ever-fashionable Rosie Jones has added a 5th style to the list of state-sanctioned haircuts. It's called the Kumar. Oh, come on! I showed you that photo of me when I was 21 years old in good faith, Rosie. It's the #1 haircut for anyone who wants to look like a sex offender but can't afford a van. Arigato for that, Rosie. Back to Maisie for the entertainment news.
Thanks, Nish. In the past hour, Rosie Jones has won the latest episode of Daddistan's Who Wants to Be a Quadrillionaire. The ratings were through the roof, with fans rushing to social media to call it the greatest game show moment in history. Much better than the time I crashed out trying to win minus £3,000 on the chase. But don't just take my word for it. Please welcome the man who eliminated me from the chase. It's Paul Sinner!
Hello, Maisie.
He's against a green screen. He could have stayed at home.
Sorry, I just didn't expect to see. Hello, Paul. You're not here to ask me the same questions that I got wrong when I faced you on the chase all those years ago, are you? You wouldn't agree to surprise walk-on roll just to manifest a scenario where I'd relive that embarrassment again, would you?
Wrong yet again. I would, and I have. Question 1. What bird appears on the Ecuadorian flag?
No. It's the condor.
Yeah.
Which artist organised the 1988 Freeze exhibition?
Picasso?
It was Damien Hirst. In the film Chinatown, Jack Nicholson spends most of the time walking around with what part of his anatomy bandaged?
Oh, it's the nose, isn't it? And I said hand.
You got it this time. Well done, the nose. Would you like a bonus trivia question?
Yes, please, Paul Sinner.
Given you think you're an expert driver now, what is the maximum speed limit on a dual carriageway?
That's not even the maximum speed limit on any road.
It is 70 miles an hour.
How fast have you been driving?
Thanks, Paul. Let's have some sport news from Nish.
The Dagestan national football team faced the England women's team, known as the Lionesses, this week. It was a 0-0 gripper, horrible word, until Rosie made an appearance in the 88th minute and scored 3 absolute belters, despite coming on as the referee. That's all the sports news, but this item is running short, so I'm going to fill it with some of the things I think about from time to time. A few personally held beliefs. For example, the Minister for the Cabinet Office and MP for Surrey Heath is a wicked cool guy. I would rather get that wrong. Oh. See you on the golf course, Gobster. And we can continue our circle jerk about who's our favourite of the last 5 Tory Prime Ministers, which I will now list in order, starting with Boris Johnson, then Theresa May, then David Cameron, then John Major, and then Margaret Thatcher. For my final thought, I'd like to express my most honestly held belief that, that most so-called disabled people are just lazy.
Oh, my gosh.
That's a statement that I stand by on my 2 non-lazy working legs. Can I get an amen on that, Maisie?
Oh, well, that's just all the professional suicide we have time for today. So until mañana, from all of us at Good Morning Dagestan, arigato for watching.
So for my round, I've attempted to break some world records. And to win some points, all you've got to do is guess how I got on. I've always had a bit of an interest in it since when I was younger, I tried to set a world record for how many people can go on a letterbox with my friend Claire, but it was just me and Claire there. And Claire's heart wasn't really in it, so it was 1. I asked someone from the Guinness Book of Records to officiate it, but they said, shut up, cutie pie, we haven't got time. So I've got my comedian and friend, in that order, Luke McQueen, to help do the judging. The first world record is the tallest toilet paper roll. So it's roll on roll. How many do you think I got in 30 seconds? And I'll tell you the record holder got...
28?
Yes, Kiri. So how many do you think I got?
So straight up, single stack.
Yeah.
Are we talking double quilted? Are we talking...
Any commercially available bog roll.
Right,
So not that trace and paper stuff from leisure centres?
No. Write the number down you think, and I'll give you a point if you're within 3 toilet rolls of the answer, OK? Kiri, how many toilet rolls do you think I managed?
I think 7.
7. OK, not a lot of faith in me.
No, not a lot of faith in the toilet roll. It was never about you.
Love that. Tucson.
I have a lot of faith in you, actually. So I put 21.
Not bad. Richard?
16.
16, lovely, right in the middle.
Yeah.
OK.
Well...
OK, stop your guessing. Let's get pressing. Play on the VT.
Are you ready, dear?
Yes, dear. I'm ready.
You have 30 seconds. Go. It's not normally enough bog roll for your arsehole, is it, dear?
Yeah, we can take some of these home.
She's got a massive arsehole. Fun fact, Lou has on several occasions come back into the house having shat herself.
No, only once, dear, be honest.
Several occasions, that's why I said fact. 5 seconds, dear. And stop.
It doesn't feel like it would be a world record.
14 loo rolls.
Okay, beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, well done, everyone, for joining in. Ready for another world record? Mm-hmm. Yeah, OK. This one is for most amount of jelly eaten with chopsticks in 1 minute. I chose this one. Record 716 grams. So I'll give you a point if you're within 50 grams. It's simple. How much jelly did I eat with chopsticks? What record do you think you could break if you had to?
I've got one.
Have you?
Stop it.
Kerry, what time to bring this out now?
So I did a fundraiser in May last year, and we had the most amount of people in a virtual pub, and it was like 6,500. The key to getting a world record is pick one no one's ever done before.
Yeah.
That's how you do
and you did it for charity?
Yeah.
None of this has been done for charity. So how many grams of jelly do you think I got through?
OK, I think you did 425 grams of jelly.
I think you could eat a lot of jelly, but it's the chopsticks which I think is a factor here.
Ooh.
So I have gone low, 10 grams.
10 grams.
That is very low.
Wow.
Even just residue on a chopstick would be more than 10.
Yeah. Richard?
270.
270 grams.
OK.
Well, stop your gobbing. Let's get shopping for another VT.
So do you know what this is?
It's jelly. I have to get that in my gob with these.
You've got 0 class, dear. Your minute starts now. I've told you not to eat like that several times, dear. Doesn't look like a career, does it? Ten seconds. 2, 1, stop. OK, let's see how you get on.
Are you proud of me?
Always. Goodness me, it's a massacre.
That was quite fun. I'd eat more of that, I would.
What are you doing? What are you doing? No, stop it, pig.
Not a world record, but a point for you. Woo. OK, next record. This is how many tea bags thrown into a mug in 30 seconds?
And was it just regular tea bags or, like, herbal tea bags?
I wouldn't say the brand, but rhymes with PG Whips.
How close do we need to get for a point?
Within 3.
OK.
I'm quite good at throwing things into things. I will just say that. If you follow me on Instagram, there's a shot of me getting a basketball in the hoop backwards, and I've done that quite a few times. I don't film it every time. But... Kiri, what have you gone for?
3.
Wow.
She threw a basketball into a hoop backwards.
And if that was the question, I'd have said 1.
Touché.
2 songs, more hope.
I've gone for 8.
Yeah, went for 7 initially, did you?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
But the basketball played
Yeah, the basketball whopped it up 1.
I initially put 4, and I thought, I want to cover myself off for 0, and so I put 3.
You put 3. OK, why don't you stop your chin wagging and let's get teabagging?
Ready, dear?
Yeah.
Off you go. You like going woo, don't you, dear?
Yeah, it helps.
Oh, you're doing very well.
Thank you, dear. I'm making a funny face, but I can't really stop it. How long left?
Time. I think that's maybe... I think it's a record.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Smashed it.
I think it was the wall. I'm standing like this.
Now, hang on. How come there's, like, a row of cups? What kind of nonsense is this, Lou?
Sorry. Am I smelling jealousy?
No, the row of cups. Did you think it'd be a row of cups?
I was looking at the picture of the row of cups, and I still said 3, yeah.
Thank you, Kiri. There was a picture there.
I wait to hear back from the Guinness Book of Records.
Oh, shut your mouth and let's get on with another round. OK, so this one's a bit different because I set a new record, which is easier to do because no one's bothered. And for my record, I combined my 2 passions, Keanu Reeves and roller skating. And I saw how many times I could skate round a life-size cardboard cutout of Keanu Reeves in a minute. You'll get a point if you're within 5.
Within 5.
Was there music?
You're right to worry that it'll be boring to watch. And I think they will have zhuzhed it up a little bit. Otherwise, it could look very lonely.
Kiri, how many times do you think I skated around Keanu?
I've gone for 20.
Tucson?
I'm going with 20.
20, OK. Richard?
43.
OK, so no more waiting. Let's get skating. Yeah! OK.
OK, so you've got a minute starting now.
Oh, shit. My sweet darling Keanu. Do you think Keanu will see this and think I'm the woman for him?
I think if Keanu sees it, you should stop singing.
Do you think he likes a strong thigh on a woman? Because that's what he's got. I once asked a psychic if I'd be with Keanu Reeves, and she said, well, yeah, anything could happen, I suppose. Paid £100 for that.
And that's a minute.
What day at work I'm having? My 2 boys. How many was that?
Don't know.
Didn't count?
Nope. Hello, Keanu. It's just us now.
That's a point for you, Kiri, and 1 for you, Tucson. And a big apology for you, I suppose.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, sorry.
I overestimated you, and that's the last time I will do that this evening.
OK, the end of the round. Kiri got 1 point, Tucson got 1 point, and Richard got double that with 2 points.
So, my big news is that I got married last year, blah, 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 love of my life, very happy, etc. But I didn't get a hen do because I'm not very popular with women. That's why I've decided to host myself a belated hen do here tonight with you, some people I know from work.
Yeah.
I hope none of you are allergic to plastic willies.
That's right.
Here we go. So, we all need hen do nicknames. What would we call you, Richard?
The invigilator.
You look behind you. I had to guess what everyone would want to be called on this hen do.
Raunchy Rich. Raunchy Rich.
Raunchy Rich, nearly.
I find even the contraction of my name an outrage.
And Jess, what about you?
Oh, my God, there's something else down there.
Oh, yeah, some boppers. Sorry, Richard, I should have told you to put those on as well.
Oh, crumbs.
Oh, yeah. No one's ever called me this before.
It'd be a great nickname.
What is it?
Disco Nat.
Okay.
It's brilliant.
Darren, what would you want your nickname to be?
I'd keep it simple. It'd be something like Big D.
Oh,
Are you joking me? Look at your sash now, then, Big D.
Yes! I had no idea! Big D! Come on! Oh, mate. Here we go.
OK, you all look amazing, and now you look the part. It's time to start the quiz.
OK.
The best part of any pre-wedding party is playing Mr. and Mrs. and it becoming patently clear how unhappy the betrothed are going to be together. So we're going to play it now. You all know how it works. My husband, Steen, has answered some questions about me. All you have to do is choose the answer that matches his.
Do I need to know anything about Steen before?
He's 33, yes, that is quite a lot younger than me. He's a very sexy man. He's half Greek, half Australian.
OK.
He makes excellent roast potatoes.
OK.
I do genuinely love him at the moment. Question 1. Steen was asked to describe me in 3 words. Did he say eager, clever, vegan? Or did he say kind, smart, competitive? Or did he say that I was thoughtful, feisty and fun?
Ooh.
So you guys all know me as well, so don't be distracted by how fun and sexy you think I am. Darren, I'm going to ask you first. Can you tell me what 3 words do you think my husband Steen used about me?
I think he went with eager, clever, vegan.
All right. Jess, what do you think?
I've put kind, smart, compets.
Compets. Short for competitive.
Nice.
Thank you.
I worked it out. And Richard?
I went with kind, smart and competitive because I think if he put vegan, That's a non-comment. That's just...
That would be a sign that we were really on the rocks.
Yeah, that's dietary. If he's got 3 things he can say about you, and one of them is simply what you're eating.
OK, well, let's find out if any of you were right.
OK.
The correct answer was that I am kind, smart and competitive.
Yes.
So both Jess and Richard get a point there.
Yeah. Thank you.
Guys, I'm actually really jealous of how amazing you look, and so I'm just going to get into a little bit of a bride mode myself. If you just give me a moment. That's what I do. That's what I do on a night bus home for everyone else. So I'm a virgin.
OK.
So now I look the part, we can move on to question 2. What one thing would Sarah save in a house fire? Would it be my 1994 Take That annual, my ticket from the Millennium Dome, or the bath?
Your ticket from the Millennium Dome.
It was my first job in the year 2000. I worked at the Millennium
Wow.
Dome.
OK.
Pretty obsessed with the place, and I do have memorabilia still from my time there.
OK.
Let's see what answers you've put. Darren, starting with you.
Take That.
You went for the Take That annual. What about you, Jess? You agree?
I went for Take That.
You went for the Take That annual. Every time you nod, Jess, I love it so much. And Richard, did you agree?
Annual.
You went for the Take That annual.
I did.
Well, the correct answer is my bar.
No.
My husband thinks that in a fire situation, I'll go, I know what I need. And that's
Your
a
husband's
wash.
an idiot. You get a new bath in a new house. Why would you need that specific bath?
I think his thinking was, what does Sarah love most in the house?
That's fine. That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Why don't you take the wiring? You presumably like electricity.
Look, and I said he was young and sexy, reading between the lines. We all know a bit of a dum-dum.
A little bit of a dum-dum.
So, none of you got that right, I'm afraid. You all got that wrong, because you were thinking logically, like adults. Question 3. What is the weirdest thing you've ever seen Sarah do? Did he say, come on a date dressed as a bottle of ketchup? Or did he say, put a stray cat in her handbag? Or did he say, find a dead bird's head and put it in her drawer? OK, so you need to think about those things. Picture me doing it. Is it the kind of thing I would do? I mean, you guys all know me. I can be kooky.
You are kooky, and you've got a kooky side.
Yes.
I can imagine you doing all 3 of these.
OK, so which one of those do you think it is?
I've gone with stray cat.
Jess, what do you think?
I've gone for ketchup.
You've gone for dressing as ketchup on a date. Richard, what about you?
I think you've done that, but I don't think that's the weirdest thing.
Has ever seen me do
Yeah,
it?
I've put dead bird.
Do you think I found a dead bird's head and then I put it in a drawer?
Yes, and I think what was weird about the way you did it was that you just didn't say anything and you looked at him throughout.
I'm not breaking eye
Yeah,
contact.
you found the dead bird, picked it up, put it in the drawer, closed it,
Yeah.
and then just backed out of the room.
Yeah, as if to say, don't question this.
Yeah, as if to say, next time it's your head.
OK, well, you are right.
Thank you.
Wow. This means 1 point for you, Richard. Yeah, so I did put a dead bird's head in a drawer. I just thought it was beautiful, and the dog was going to eat it. So... And I don't know what's weird about that, actually. Yeah.
I just can't believe the 3 words that he used to describe you weren't dead bird collector.
Having one isn't much of a collection, is it? So, moving on to question number 4. What is the worst present that Sarah's ever given you? Did he say a T-shirt that says, shit at FIFA? Was it a spot squeezing kit? Was it vouchers for colonic irrigation?
Colonic irrigation vouchers is really strange.
But people love that for their health.
I mean, it's literally a shit gift.
OK, Big D, what did my husband think was a shit gift?
The shit at FIFA T-shirt.
You think it's a shit
Gotta
at
be.
FIFA T-shirt? Jess, do you agree?
I've also gone for T-shirt.
Yeah. Hey. And what about you, Raunchy Rich?
I put vouchers.
The worst present I ever got my husband was, in his opinion, the T-shirt. Which means that Darren and Jess, you both get a point. I'll stand by it as a present. And here is a picture of him wearing it. There we go. He's actually really good at FIFA. I just hate it when he plays it.
Sarah, I like how you have dead animals in your house and you get annoyed at him playing FIFA.
Me collecting 2 dead things took like 5 minutes, didn't it?
Yeah, FIFA is ours.
So moving on to our final question.
Okay.
So my husband was asked, what is Sarah's guilty pleasure that she hopes no one will ever find out about? Is it line dancing? Is it buying our dog Nando's? Or is it trolling other female comedians? What do I do that I don't want anyone to ever find out about?
Why would you be ashamed of buying your dog Nando's?
Maybe one would worry that in a world where not everyone has a lot, things like buying takeaways is decadent, and doing that for a pet might be seen as the work of the bourgeoisie.
And also think of the diarrhea.
So, Darren, what have you got there?
I went with buying your dog Nando's.
Buying your dog Nando's. Jessica?
Dog Nando's.
You think dog Nando's.
Line
Richard,
dancing.
You think line dancing. They would all be humiliating things, but the answer is I do buy my dog Nando's
Knew it.
on the because he's a good boy. Which means Jess and Darren, you get a point.
Dog Nando's.
That's so strange.
So that brings the festivities to a close. Darren, you scored 2. Richard, you also scored 2. And Jessica, you know what my husband thinks of me best. You scored 3!